wasn't going to be around.
To do what?
Oh, I thought he wanted to swap the truck or something on Sunday. I said, no, I mean, I could read it. I'm reading at the chapel.
Sweet things coming.
Yeah.
That skirt's gonna look perfect on her.
She does wear a lot of skirts.
It's perfect. And she can wear all different colored tops with whites.
Yeah.
Good, thank.
This is a little different, isn't it? Yes.
Okay, you're
I was
singing.
just saying. No, I'm not singing. I'm reading.
Okay.
But you can sit down. Yeah. We haven't been. I haven't been to one of these. They did one last year.
Did you used to do this as a child? Maples?
No. We didn't do this in Chicago. Are you kidding?
It's far too frivolous.
Far too frivolous. I mean, pagan. I'm not familiar with the game.
May or fall?
Well, the maypole dance. It says here, okay. Good idea. Yes. That's good. Introduction, winter to spring. So CD from C as well. Nicholas reads this. Zon, Kahil, Ram.
Are you reading Kanye LeBron?
No, Bill is reading Shakespeare.
You reversed it?
Read it, but I haven't said it.
Where's the part? May or fall?
No, but I just don't know the game. See, now that one is dressed up as spring. Little flowers in her hair and everything. See, actually, here's a bizarre one. This doesn't sound like Shakespeare, frankly. Coughing drowns the parson's song. That's a grim bit of. Yeah, here, read that. The parson is making a coffin. Well, Reese Joan doth keel the pot. What would you say, keeling the pot?
Is that in there? Let's see about spring. This Travis with his beard, he is now red.
Yeah, right.
Happy birthday, oh bearded one.
Shall we sandwich the important boy here?
Sit next to my wife.
Okay.
She would be happy.
Well, my friend Johnny McCullen has had a beard ever since forever, and he's coming on the 9th to see me. So I have to show
You're
off.
bearding up.
Jerome, why?
Look, look. Broken hoof. Is it for you? That's the American. Yes, but it didn't say sit by the microphone. It says here. Here's my How are you, Don? No, Travis. Don.
Oh. At this rate, that's very like. No, that sounds good though.
I think I'm going to start, if that's all right.
That sounds good.
Fantastic. Well done, Pete.
Thanks.
Well, welcome everybody. It's lovely to have you here.
lost in your mind. We just sort of end up intellectually theorizing. Hello. Yes, there we are. Apparently I'm not broadcasting. So you can end up intellectually, now I have to turn the pages now with one page, so I'm going to have to stand like this. So you can end up intellectually theorizing about the whole thing, rather than actually experiencing the change of the seasons from spring to summer to winter to autumn. And I think, just to set a bit of a context, to be connected to the seasons is to be connected to the earth. And through that connection to the earth, we're connected to the whole universe in a very physical way. So much of our connecting is done in our heads, how we should be doing things or what we should be doing, that we often forget the fact that we're actually part of the planet, that we're not individuals who happen to be here by some luck, and that we can do what we want irrespective of the environment. In truth, the environment came first. In fact, it appeared 13.7 billion years ago. Then eventually the earth appeared, then single-cell organisms, then plants, then insects, and finally we appeared. And we are all part of that ecosystem. In fact, you could say that we are the flower of that ecosystem. And we ignore that at our peril. Most of the time we wander around as if we own the place, rather than realizing that actually the place owns us. We are part of the earth. And if we don't realize that, if we don't realize that we're part of the earth, then we become disconnected from it. And then there's this disconnection, and there's the possibility that the earth will adjust itself so that it has become disconnected. That which has become disconnected from it doesn't threaten it. So the earth does protect itself. And if it senses that something has become disconnected, it'll probably protect itself. And then we will become toast, either from the earth heating up and adjusting, or we'll become frozen in another ice age, or we'll drown. This is all the good news. We'll drown in the rising water from the melting of all the ice packs. The earth will always be here. It has enough flexibility to ensure that. We humans, not so much. We require an exact temperature range. Oxygen we require, water and food, and when any of those is removed, so are we. So I think it's vital that we don't become separated from Mother Earth. This is really by way of saying, why are we doing this? We're doing this to become connected to Mother Earth, that we continue to respect our place as part of the ecosystem and continue to celebrate it. Khalil Gibran, who we've been quoting recently here, said, "You work that you may keep pace with the earth and the soul of the earth. For to be idle is to become a stranger unto the seasons, and to step out of life's procession that marches in majesty and proud submission towards the infinite." Come and sit down, Barbara. There's a place here. Much of the world's population has hidden the earth by building their own concrete jungles, so that it's possible to spend years without even seeing a forest or wild animals. And that leads to a disconnection that makes us think that we can do what we like. So in a very real way, when we celebrate the seasons like we're doing here today, we're celebrating where we come from. We're celebrating cycles of life that are just as divine as Easter, Pentecost, and the Assumption. We are all a part of those seasons. And we've just come out of, literally last week, being a part of winter. Luckily, it's not snowing today. Otherwise, it's just sunshine. Sun's come out, which is great. We're part of winter. We experience it, and we express it in our behavior. We wear coats. We burn wood to keep warm. We protect ourselves from the cold, just as the whole planet does. And so our celebration here is a celebration of our fellowship with the planet. It is a celebration of our fellowship with the planet. So what is the essence of winter? We're going to use a bit of Shakespeare just to tell us what that is. And Bill is just going to remind us what winter is about. That was the Spring Carol. And you can see the contrast with Shakespeare's poem. In the Shakespeare, everything is surviving on its own. The icicles, Dick the shepherd and his nails, Tom, the milk, coughing, birds brewing, Marion's nose is red and raw, and greasy Joan doth keel the pot. There's a sense of all those individuals in the face of cold. Trees stark without their leaves, bears hibernating, very little above ground, except King Wenceslas and his page, lone figures in the snow, deep and crisp and even. Unless, of course, you live in a resort town where it's all very different. But we go in and we conserve our warmth and our food, and then spring comes. And as in the song, now the spring has come again, warmth and joy will follow. And all the world looks cleaner, and our spirits feel young, youthful zests are keener. There is a coming out and a being together. The leaves come out, the flowers come out, the bears come out, the mice come out, and there is a collective enjoyment and willingness to expend energy, because energy is now available to us from the sun, from plants, from animals. There is fresh food and water. And there is a sense in spring of possibility. And where previously there was only the drab white of winter cold, now there's an overflow of colour coming at us from all directions, flowing down from heaven. And our response is joy, the desire to sing and dance. And in the response of the trees pushing out their leaves and the chipmunks scampering around in the trails and the elk and the deer moving and breeding to increase their numbers. And so we have May festivals. We have the maypole representing the tree and the ribbons representing the leaves and the children dancing around it representing the turning of the seasons and the endlessness of the earth's bounty, all going this way and changing and then going that way. So children, who's up for a bit of dancing around the maypole? I need the children to come forward. Would you like to come round? Come and grab one of these. Now, there we are. Come on. Come on, Noli, that's great. Now you have to grab it with one hand like that, and then the other hand, that's it. That's it, that's it. Grab it. There we are. Let's have the grabbing of the maypoles. Now, you're going to have to grab with one hand and hold the other with the other. That's right. Okay. Right, now we're going to face that way. There we are. Who else is going to come forward? Yes, there we are. Let's have you dancing. And adults can dance around the maypole. Who else wants to come round and grab a bit of maypole here? There we are. So I need a couple more people, elder people. There we are. That's good. Yes. Grab that. There we grab a maypole. Why don't you grab this one here as well? We'll grab that one here. Okay, now what we're going to do is, because it goes round, we're going to dance round one way. We're going to dance round. Well done, Bree. That's very good. Thank you for doing this, by the way. Your $5 will be later. You'll be dancing around this way first of all, and then we'll move and dance around the other way. So let's have the music on, and we'll dance around this way. There we go. Done. And we can all clap while it's happening. That's good. We can dance a bit faster. That's it, very good. Perfect. Okay, let's go the other way. Other way, other way, other way. That's it. Okay, try and skip now. Great. That's it. Keep going. Doing well. There we are, nearly over. Keep going, that's great. I'll give you a mic. Okay, I think a round of applause for the kids there. You can sit down now. You can sit down now. We'll ask you to come out again. Sit down for the moment. And one of the things we noticed there is that everybody was joining in together. And I'm going to ask now Bill to read his second poem, which is a poem about spring.
When daisies pied and violets blue, and lady smocks all silver white, and cuckoo birds of yellow hue do paint the meadows with delight. The cuckoo then on every tree mocks married men, for thus sings he, cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. O word of fear, unpleasing to a married ear. When shepherds pipe on oaten straws, and merry larks are ploughmen's clocks, when turtles tread, and rooks and daws, and maidens bleach their summer smocks. The cuckoo then, on every tree, mocks married men, for thus sings he, cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. Oh, words of fear, unpleasing to a married ear.
Words of fear unpleasing to the married ear. Now, the interesting thing with that is that there is a sense of everyone joining and coming together. Now, does anybody know what the largest living organism in the world is? It's the aspen tree, exactly that. It's not the blue whale, but the aspen tree. And we can see it here when it comes out in leaf. We see, we hear the birds and with the insects and the bears all coming out, which is really with everybody joining together. And so I think it's going to be only fitting that we have a situation where everybody dances around the maypole at the same time. So first of all, children, come in now and get your maypoles, first of all. Go and grab your ribbons again, children. That's good. That's very good. Excellent. Now, I want the whole front row, all the front row, to stand up, please, and join hands in a circle around the children here. All right? All the front row, join hands in a circle. All right? All the front row. Good. Now, the second row, get up, and I want you to join hands in a circle around them. So, that's it. Now, if you stay where you are, that's good. All right, so I'm going to ask you to go in, and you join the back row. You all join the back row. That's it. So there we are. There we are. All right, now we just check. We've got everybody here. All right, so we need you lot to join there. Just you stay. That's it. You join there. That's it. That's good. That's it. You join up here. That's it. Right, there we are. So you join there. That's it. So we've got two things. Right. Okay, now. Okay, what's going to happen is this. When we start, all right, the children and the young adults, I'm going to go around this way, okay? They're going to go around this way. And then this row, the middle row, you're going to go around that way. And then the back row, you're going to go around that way. So, all right, so which way are you going? That way. Thank you very much indeed. So you're going that way. You're going that way. Now, why don't we try that? You start just walking around. Just try that. And that's it. You go that way. That's it. Ellen, you've got to join hands with here. Yeah. All right. Don't worry about the ribbons. They'll be fine. Travis, well done. Okay, so you're going right way. Everybody, let's have the music and you're dancing in concentric circles. Go! That's it. Let's try and get these lights on. Ah! Very good. It's the turning of the circles. The universe is turning. Okay, in a moment I'm going to say reverse your direction and we're going to go the other way. Ready? Reverse your direction. Well done. Now try and get it into a dance rather than a walk through City Market. Poor you. Well done, Travis. Well done. And reverse the direction. Get a sense of you being part of the cosmos, turning and connected. And reverse. Sorry? You're doing fine. Well done, Casey. And one last time, reverse. on, give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, if everyone would like to take a seat. What a pretty dress. Everyone's looking so great. Let's rescue the ribbons. Okay, good. So can I just ask, anyone who was, how did it feel like doing that? What was your experience in going round and round? Anybody feel like a bit of sharing here? Put your hand up if you're willing to say something. Thank you. Noli, how was it for you?
I liked it a lot.
You liked it a lot. Thank you, Noli. Great. Somebody else. Anybody else like to say what your experience was in doing that? Yes. Anybody else? Yes, thank you very much indeed. We'll come here and then Dee Dee after that. Really appreciate that. It's always good to have a bit of sharing. You got your old kid.
Well, you get to see who everybody is, who else at chapel. So the sense is that it is a sense of community as a result of that.
There is a sense of community, isn't there? And that sense of everybody moving together, which is actually what is going on in life.
Yeah.
In reality, this movement is what's going on, the stars and everything like that. Brilliant, thank you. Dee Dee.
Well, I was going to say the same thing. Moving together is a whole different level of awareness, yes. Whether you're going in one direction or around in a circle. But this is celebratory. It's great.
It is. And it's really, it's the loosening up after winter. It's the loosening up. Anybody else like to say anything? Yes, here we are. Yes! What was it like for you and your broken leg?
Say something.
Yes. We need a round of applause, I think, for being willing to put a hand up. Yes. Thank all the courageous ones are putting their hands up. What was it like for you?
I liked it.
You liked it. What about you?
Everybody is smiling.
Everybody was smiling. Now, that's a worthwhile seeing. I mean, you know, the thing we have to realize is there's a sense of freedom that comes with spring. And we have to really generate that sense of freedom. That's why Shakespeare says, cuckoo, a word of fear unpleasing to the married ear. And unless we're able to touch that freedom, we stay in our own isolation if we don't join and touch with that freedom. And interesting, the root word, are you going to say something, Travis? Yes, come on.
A sense of divine discontent.
Yes. Divine discontent in spring coming out. And the meaning of the word freedom, it comes from an Indo-European root, frey, which means, would you believe it, to love. Love, and dom means a state of. So freedom is the state of loving. I think that's quite interesting. Freedom is the state of loving. It's the state we put ourselves into. And spring is where we take our freedom. It's where we express our lovingness, our willingness to take off, which is what we're asked to do in spring. We're asked to take off. We're asked to take off on our pursuits of flowering and growing and buzzing around. And it's interesting, we had the children here. Jesus said, you know, unless you become like little children, you will not enter the kingdom of heaven. The dancing of the children. And also the creativity of it. The idea of the kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed that a man planted in the field. The smallest of all seeds, yet it grows into the largest of plants and becomes a tree so that the birds of the air can nest in its branches. And in our spring, in springing our spring, we have to become like that. We have to have our creativity, and the way that we develop is really a loving motion. So we're just going to take a moment in that, just to think about the world, and it's a good idea just to have a sense of praying for the world at this time of spring. Maybe with our eyes closed, let's just think of our world, and just think of the isolation that exists in the world, the winter in people's hearts, the sense of people feeling separate and alone, and the fear that comes from that separateness and that aloneness, and the desire to lash out that comes from that separateness and that aloneness. They say that loneliness is one of the main causes of mental illness. And we just pray that a sense of community might develop in our world, in the hearts of our leaders, in the hearts of all the people around the world. And we do pray especially for those that don't have that sense of community. We pray for those in prison. We pray for those who are in war zones, who are under oppressive regimes. Pray for those in hospitals. We just ask that our world may open up like a flower and be fragrant, and it may realize the potential that it has to express the joy that is at the center of all things. And we all say together, Amen. Amen. Thank you. Well, it's also a special day today because it's Travis's birthday today. So he doesn't know this is Travis's birthday, but we always have a tradition here when it's someone's birthday of singing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Travis. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, Travis. And trouble is, if I find out it is your birthday on the day, we will always sing happy birthday. So there's no escaping that, Travis, when I find out. Okay, a few notices. Just say we've left these on your seats here. Michael is coming this week, Michael Gregory, Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday 6 till 9, Thursday 9 till 4. It's a mindfulness retreat. Loads of people normally come to see Michael. We'll probably have a packed place. So if you do feel like doing that, do come along. This week we've got meditation tomorrow at 8:15, developing consciousness on Thursday, all the normal things that'll be going on. So do look out on the website. And also, specifically for those of you streaming, our May month is the month where we really make an appeal just to support our streaming. I don't know how many of you are away and watch on the live stream. There's some red leaflets at the back. Jay, do you want to hold up one of those red leaflets here? Just come in, bring it in now and come in. If you want to know how to stream, these are the leaflets at the back. You just grab one of those. It'll tell you how to do that. You can watch all this live. But we do need support to do that. It costs about $14,000 a year to keep that going. So if you're able to make a contribution to the live streaming, we'd really appreciate it. And we'll bang on about this during May, just so that we can raise that money during May. So we're going to have our offertory now, which is an opportunity for you to give money now in stupendous May-like amounts. So please, the plate's going to come around. We're going to have some more lovely singing, and please do give generously.
Sing me a song.
Heather and Kathy and Susan, thank you. Such beautiful music. Absolutely fantastic. Now, of course, it's all very well for us to sort of dance around the maypole and all that sort of business, and, you know, when everyone's doing it together. But actually, one of the most important aspects of freedom is the ability to do it on your own, to actually engage yourself in a spring-like manner and break out from the winterness. And that means being willing to actually be free in ourselves. So we're going to have an opportunity now just to experience, Heinz is looking slightly worried here, and so experience our own freedom. So children, I know you're good at this, so would you like to come up first of all? All the children out again. We're going to have a little bit of dancing, children, right? So if you like, that's right, come up, that's good. Come and join me out here, that's great. Yes, that's right, come and join me. So what we're going to do is we're going to put on some music now, and we're going to do a dance. It doesn't have to be with with the strings, but we're going to just do a dance together here. Anybody else would like to come out? So let's have the music on now, and I want to see if we could dance around. Ready? Everybody together. That's it. That's it. Good. Proper that. Yeah, well done. Everybody dancing. Bit of dancing there. You lot, I know I'm dancing. And we're going around the other way. Dancing properly this time. That's it. Good. Well done. Very good. You're so pretty. Okay, right, that's it. We'll stop there. Right, the children have done it, so we're going to have everybody up now. Everybody up and dancing in your own fashion. Everybody up, come on. That's it. Everybody up. Look at all you, Amanda. Come on, up. Barbara, and you, come on. And dancing in your own way. Proper, that's it. And experiencing the freedom of spring. Mandy, perfect. Try and release yourself. And then try and dance with someone. Like that's it. And dancing with, that's it, very good. I dance with my wife here. Kathy, grab someone. That's it, good, very good. Travis, well done. Okay, good. You can all give yourself a round of applause there. Thank you. Okay, stay where you are for the moment. Shh. Okay, this is an Easter blessing for where you are. Blessed be the longings that brought you here and quickens your soul with wonder. May you have the courage to listen to the voice of desire that disturbs you, as Travis was saying. That disturbs you when you've settled for something safe. May you have the wisdom to enter generously into your own unease, to discover the new direction your longing wants you to take. May the forms of your belonging, the love, creativity, and friendship be equal in the grandeur and the call of your soul. May the one you long for you. May your dreams gradually reveal the destination of your desire. May a secret providential guide your thought and nurture your feelings. May your mind inhabit your life with the sureness with which your body inhabits the world. May your heart never be daunted by ghost structures of old damage. May you come to accept your longing as a divine urgency. May you know the urgency with which God longs for you. Thank you.
offered to get Prince Charlie out of Scotland over to France where he'd be safe from the British. It's such a beautiful tune. And it's, that minor part in the middle is so sad, but as Scots, you can't let it be sad. You've got to get back to it. And just hear them growing, can't you?
Harpsichord doesn't drown. Let me get this. I want these words. I think it went very well together.
I haven't really had any yet, so.
All right, let me.
No, that's okay. Just as long as you leave it there, I'll get it.
Okay, I will leave it. Such a beautiful tune, though. So simple, so beautiful. Okay, now. Such a sweet tune.
There it is. Let it be.
Take a picture of the floral arrangement.
Oh, I didn't mean. Oh boy. Oh boy. Forsythia.
That's from my yard, the forsythia this
Really?
morning. Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
We don't have much. That's the only colorful thing in my garden right now.
I've got a few tulips
Do you have-
that are. They're there. They're coming.
coming.
But
Yeah,
you
ours are
can't
coming.
rush them.
Yeah, ours are coming. Yeah, thanks, Heather. That was beautiful, wasn't it? So much fun, right? Yeah. Thanks. Thanks. That's how you do it, huh? Photo it.
Yes, and then I can read it,
Ah.
and sometimes I actually do.
Ah.
Let's do this. Howdy, how are you?
away for a long time.
They were still beautiful.